Hey loves, just a quick intro. So today I wanted to play with a bunch of stuff that I already have in my collection that I've recently got, and it's gotten pushed aside because I've constantly got new stuff coming in and I can't stop shopping. So this was a complete get ready with me, the whole face, the eyes, the lashes, everything. So if you want to come hang out and chit chat and see how I created this look with a bunch of products that I already have that I needed to try, then definitely just keep on watching. Hey friends, welcome back to another video here at Sips, Lips, and Makeup Tricks, where I like to do a lot of BoxyCharm and Ipsy makeup hauls, makeup and skincare reviews, pretty much all things beauty, also giveaways, and we are nearing the end of my 500 subscriber giveaway, so that will end the last week of this month in October, so you don't want to miss your chance to win that giveaway. You guys, it is such an amazing giveaway, as most of you know, but if you're new and you don't know, I've got a giveaway going on, and it's amazing. So get your entry. I'll link the video in the description box below so that you can easily find it. And there it will show you all of the goodies in the giveaway. And that's where you can get your chance to win by commenting on that video. And if you don't know, hi, hello, my name is Jeannie. So today's video is going to kind of be the name of the game for today is catching up on products that came in and maybe I tried once or I swatched and then never picked up again because I have constant things coming in from my subscription boxes and from my shopping hauls and all of that. So many times I get good products coming in and then I never even really get a chance to enjoy them or use them and see how they really work for me. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a few things in mind that I want to use. And I know 100% that I do want to try out this Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. This was a find in my recent Marshalls haul, which, guys, by the way, that whole shop with me video, I was having storage problems in my phone, and then I had to use a whole lot of storage to do that video in my phone, and it wouldn't let me upload, or it wouldn't let me video any more videos. So what I did was I uploaded all of that content to my video editor and then deleted it off my phone, and I had no idea that it would actually delete it off of my video editor as well. So I lost all of that footage, but I did go back out today and did a redo. So that video will be coming very soon. There's just a lot of editing that goes on with that. Whoops. So that will be coming. But this is one of the items that I found. Super cool find for Marshalls, $24.99. To find a whole Anastasia palette there is, it's not super common. Like, there's a lot of nice brands that you see there a lot, like NARS and just a ton of amazing brands that you see there often. But this is not necessarily common to find a whole palette from her. Plus, you get the little brush in there. And then I also possibly want to dip in to the Coca-Cola palette, another one of my finds, and just some other things as well. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the look. I've already primed my eyes. I went in with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas, and then I set that down with Bella Pierre HD Finishing Powder, and I quickly filled in my brows. And for that, I tried for, keeping in with the whole theme of the video. I picked this up not too long ago and really wanted to try it. It is the Physicians Formula brow tint. I typically don't like products like this, and this was really no different. I think I maybe tried it once when I got it a couple weeks ago, but I couldn't remember how I felt about it. But it's got a very tiny applicator, which does make it nice and easy for precise placement. But the problem with products like this for me is I just don't have enough brows to tint. So at the end of the day, I can, color what I have up there, but I still have to go in with a pencil and fill in, and that's just too many steps for me. So this is going to be something that I'll be decluttering. My sister has nice full brows, so maybe she could get some use out of it. Maybe I'll throw it her way, but not going to be a keeper for me. But anyhow, so let's just go ahead and jump on. Actually, we're going to do things a little backwards. Normally, I do my eye makeup first just because if I have any fallout, I can clean it up without doing the rest of my makeup all over again. But I don't anticipate too much fallout for today's look. So we're going to jump in with face first, do things a little different. So for foundation, I already am primed, by the way. I moisturized with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Dewdrops, which I have been loving. And then I primed with a couple different primers like I normally do, the Touch and Soul and the No Problem and the Laura Geller Hydrate Spackle Primer. So I always use more than one. I use like a pore filling and then like a hydrating or an illuminating or whatever it is that I'm trying to go for that day. But anyhow, this is something that I grabbed off a BoxyCharm add-on or pop-up sale, one of those sales, and it is like a foundation that is supposed to have a bunch of skin-loving ingredients in it. It's like VT times BTS. I don't even know. I had never heard of this brand before, to be honest with you, until I saw this, and it just looked super interesting. So I wanted to give it a try, and I got it a while back, and I think maybe I might have tried it once, but then it kind of got lost in all of my other things, and I haven't tried it since. Now the whole thing is falling apart on me. So, okay, there we go. So that is what it looks like, and it is supposed to be like a foundation, like I said, with a lot of skin-loving ingredients, all kinds of strange things like black, seaweed, or I don't know, just a bunch of crazy stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take my foundation brush and kind of stipple it right in there. Boy, this compact is falling apart, so whatever. Okay, and then we're just going to stipple it in. I remember when I did get this, I think I tried it out once. I didn't do a wear test on it though or anything. I think I just tried it in a look, and it was one of those times where I was kind of just playing with makeup at the end of the night, and it was getting washed off, you know, pretty soon after the application. So I had no idea how it wears throughout the day, but I remember that it felt like it gave me a really glowy finish, which is nice for me because I do have dry skin. And I also felt like it looked really natural, and it felt really comfortable on the skin. And it seems to have a decent coverage that is definitely looking like it is buildable. So I would definitely consider this pretty much full coverage or medium coverage with buildability for sure. So the way that I always like to check for if something is truly full coverage is I have a lot of veins that show through on my face, especially on the side and my forehead and on my cheek area. And if I'm putting it on and those veins become invisible, we've got ourselves a full coverage foundation. So this is doing a really nice job at that, and I'm really liking the finish on it. Like I said, I feel like it gives me a nice glowy finish. So I don't know what is going on with the compact itself, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so sometimes I like to just kind of use my fingers to press it into my skin a little bit. Could use a beauty blender and do the same thing. Sometimes I do that as well. Okay, so for bronzing, there was a couple of things that I got. This big iconic London, got my little fingerprints all over it from touching it with makeup, but this pan is huge. It's like the size of my head. I was thinking about this, but then there was also this. So this is from Stila, and it is supposed to be a lip and cheek, and it is in the shade Magnolia. I don't even remember ever getting this. I was just going through my stuff, and it looks like it's been used. Like, as you can see, that's not pan. It almost looks like you hit pan, but it's not. It's just like a little area because I just touched it a few minutes ago, probably. But you can definitely see that it's been messed with. But I don't even remember getting this. Like, I didn't even know that it was in my collection. So I was thinking that it might look nice as a cream bronzer. Like, I'm going to try it and hope that I don't regret it. Definitely looking real white with that foundation, but I do like the way that it looks. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a brush that I use for bronzing. This is by e.l.f. I actually just picked these up not too long ago as well. It was in like a little set at Marshall's, and I've been loving it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, and I'm gonna start really light-handed because I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. Yeah, that's going on really nicely. See, you can see where that foundation is really setting in and giving me that glow I was talking about, which I love. Yeah, it's funny how, like, I was noticing in my shop with me that, like, sometimes my Marshall is so picked over when it comes to, like, the makeup and skincare, and then sometimes they are, like, on fleek with their stuff. And these last couple days where I was going to do these shop with me's were just one of those times where they were full to the freaking brim. There was so many amazing finds. And I can't wait to get that video up for you guys. I'm just putting a little bit down my nose area just to warm the complexion a little bit. And I'm also going to do just a bit up here, just like I normally would if it was a powder bronzer, just to kind of contour and warm up the complexion. Definitely with a cream, I mean with a cream or a powder, but definitely with a cream, you really want to make sure that you are blending that out nicely. And it is sounding like my kids just got into something for sure. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. So it's actually supposed to be a blush and a cheek, but I was looking at the color and thinking, yeah, I think that would work as like a cream bronzer for me. And I wanted to give it a try, especially since I couldn't even remember having this. I didn't even know I had it. So that is interesting. Interesting find. Shopping my stash. Okay, so for blush, there's a couple different things that I've been wanting to try. This was something that came in one of my recent Ipsies. This was the Glamiversary mystery bag from Ipsy, and it is the Pacifica Cheeky Cherry Cheek Stain, and it's in Cherry Baby. Or there's also this palette that was from a BoxyCharm sale, and it is by Kenya Ontervios Beauty, and it is a blush and shine kit. Very pretty palette that I don't even know if I have swatched. I think the retail value on this was like $40 or $50. Of course, I was able to pick it up at a very discounted price through BoxyCharm, but I think I'm going to try one of these blushes. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a brush that I like to do my blush with, and I think I'm going to go in with this deep one. And I'm starting really light-handed with it at first because I'm not sure what the pigment payoff is going to be on this. Just kind of stippling that right in. That's pretty. Get this one little area that's not blending out. What I like about this palette is I feel like it could work for different complexions. This blush was probably a little bit dark for my complexion, but I wanted to do something different. I always go with those pinky shades. I kind of just wanted to jump out and do something different. So, okay, that's not too bad. I don't think I'm going to use the highlighter in this. There were some other highlighters that I wanted to try. Actually, I think I will try this. We're trying the blush. We might as well try the highlight too. I'm going to grab a small, this is actually like an eyeshadow brush, but I find that it works well for highlight as well, especially when you're not trying to go overboard, and just kind of add just a touch. I don't know how I feel about this highlight. I think the blushes are really pretty. I think I just really like a blinding highlight, and this is a little more subtle, but it is pretty. I think I'm going to use a little bit of the brown color too. So I first went in with the light color. Now I'm going in with the color on the opposite end and just adding a little bit of that in as well. And do the same thing on the other side. So just kind of mixing those two colors, the ones on each side. And I'll do more highlight on my lip too after lips are done, but okay, I'm not mad at it. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's okay. Getting warm. So I'm interested to know, I got a new ring light and it is like blinding. It's so much better than the smaller inexpensive one that I had, but I'm also playing with different lighting settings, trying to find out what's best. So let me know what you think about this lighting. I'm definitely curious to know. This might be not quite, this might be a little bit too bright. I might need to tone it down just a little bit. Now, I am going to do some concealer that I have been wanting to try out. I think this is from like Context Beauty, and it's supposed to be a skin-loving concealer, a hydrating concealer with hyaluronic acid and skin-loving ingredients. So I got this in an Ipsy a while back and completely forgot I had it. So I do want to try this out, but we are going to do the eye makeup and then the concealer, just in case I do need to wipe a little bit around the eyes. Then I'm not having to do the concealer all over again as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the eyes. Like I said, I definitely want to use the Anastasia and the Coca-Cola palette, and we're just kind of see where it takes us. Let me see this brush. It's a nice little crease brush on one side, and then like a little packer brush on the other side. Can always use more brushes, so I'm not mad at it. Now, I normally really love the formula on her palettes, so I don't expect anything different out of this one. Of course, we're about to see. Okay, so first color I'm going to dip into is Roxy here in the corner. Kind of like a little bit of like a pinky orange shade. And I'm just going to pop that into my transition area. It's nice pigment. It doesn't seem patchy at all. It seems very easy to work with and blend, which I love. But of course, I wasn't expecting anything less from Anastasia, so just a very pretty, subtle pop of color for transition. Nice, nice. Okay. Not mad at it. I'm going to go in, I'm going to keep the look pretty simple, just kind of trying out some things because we're going to be taking the kids out to the mall and I don't want to be like overdone for the occasion, but we're just going to deepen up the crease area a bit. I'm going to go in with this burgundy color called All Star, and I'm going to use the crease brush that came in the palette and try it. And I'm just going to pop it on this outer edge. And on the outer part of the crease right here, and just begin to kind of blend it a bit. God, that was such a small amount of shadow. I barely touched it and got a really nice color payoff there. That is so pretty. I'm going to go in again and do the same thing. Now with this color, with a deep color like this, I am building it up slowly rather than trying to make it as dark as I want it to be all at once. Again, because then it makes it very hard to blend out and you're going to have harshness and it's not going to look seamless. and the colors aren't going to fade into each other seamlessly. So always build up rather than trying to just get that depth all at once. I think I say that in all of my Get Ready With Me's, but it's so important. So that is really, really pretty color. I am loving this palette right now. Right now I have zero complaints. Can't wait to get into some of those shimmers. That is so pretty. I love, love, love it. Okay, so then I'm going to deepen just a touch more. And this time I'm going to keep it even more just in the outer corner. See, this one I started in the inner corner and worked it in just a tad. Now this next color I am going to keep even more just in that outer corner. And I think I'm going to try this color Rowdy right here. Kind of like a dark black purple color. And just pop a tad right on that very outer corner. I like this brush because it's like small and I feel like I have more control with it. So I'm going to stick right here and work on blending this for a second. That color was dark and it needs to be blended in enough to where it doesn't look harsh, but I do really like it. So I feel like it took over that burgundy a little bit more than I wanted it to, but that is okay. So to fix that, I'm just going to dip back into that burgundy a little bit and kind of just blend over the edge of that darker color. So then it gives a pop of that red again. You hear my daughter? No, no, that's her new favorite word. Okay, so let's get into some shimmers, you guys. I don't know how well you're going to be able to actually see these shimmers, but they are stunning. I think I definitely want to use this one right here. So it's definitely got a multi-chromatic shift. It's like goldish and green. And then this one here is like a true rose gold. So it's obviously gold, but it has a rose shift. And then this is white with a pink shift. So I think I'm going to go with the rose gold actually. But first I am going to jump in with my Stuck on You from the Beauty Crop Primer just to give that shimmer something to really stick to and pop. And for that, I like to use these little brushes like this. This is by Luxie, but it's just like a little flat brush, and pick up some of that product and place it on the lid from the inner corner to where we have that darker shadow. If you haven't done this step in an eye look to make your shimmers pop, I highly suggest trying it and seeing the difference on how your shimmers really, really look. Like, it's amazing what this does for shimmers. Just this small, quick little step, just like that, makes such a huge difference. I'm going to take that brush that I was using for the outer corner with no additional product and just lightly go over that edge just to diffuse that line from the primer. Just like that, super easy. And then I'm going to go ahead I'm going to use the brush that I used for the primer, and I'm going to go into that rose gold. This is a really soft shadow, so I'm really able to pick that pigment up, and I'm going to tap it onto that primer. I'm not taking it all the way into the inner corner either. I'm keeping it kind of in the center of the lid, and it is so pretty. Wow. So on the lid, it looks like a true copper, like the color of like a shiny penny, not an old dusty penny, but like a brand new shiny penny. That is stunning. Ooh, I am loving that. And then for the inner part, I'm going to grab another flat shading brush. This is just one of the ones I got out of BoxyCharm. Not really sure who even makes it, but I'm going to go into this lighter shimmer. I'm going to pick some of that up, and I'm going to tap it right on in the inner corner here and just blend it right into that rose gold color. Wow, these shimmers are stunning. Okay, I'm going back in again and adding a little bit more of the rose gold just because I lost it a bit, and I definitely want that color to pop on the center of the lid. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this look. Okay, so normally I would take like a highlight and like kind of take it from the inner corner here to under the brow bone, but I want this look to be a little bit more matte. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that first brush that I was using. I'm going to dip into that first transition shade that I was using, and I'm just going to lightly kind of fill in this area right here just a bit. And then I am going to take a highlight for the very inner corner and under the brow. And for that, I think I'm going to go into my old friend Ofra Cosmetics, the Retrograde highlighter. Love this highlighter. And I'm going to use the light color. For that, I'm going to grab just a angled brush, pick some up, pop a little under the arch of my brow bone. Now, I don't even have a true arch, so popping that highlight in this area and working it in creates the illusion of an arch when the light catches it. And I am going to take some on the inner corner as well. What a pretty look. Okay, so what I'm going to do so that we don't make the video too long, I'm going to catch the other eye up. Then we're going to come back and finish off the look with mascara, eyeliner, lashes, lips, concealer, the whole 9 yards. So we will be right back. Hey loves, I am back. I changed the lighting a little bit. I felt like it was a little too bright to see the true colors that were going on, and I think this looks a lot better. I think it shows the look more true to life. So anyhow, all I did was just the same thing that I did on this eye, and then I did it on this eye, and that is it. And now let's finish the look. So I was actually thinking about trying this stamped liner from Jelly's Beauty that came out of my recent BoxyCharm drop shop haul. But you know, I don't think, you know, for a winged liner for this look, I kind of have like a whole dark moment on the outside. I really don't think that I want to do that, but I do want to at least create a thin, just black line along the top lash line. So I'm just going to use, this is by Laura Geller. This is a double-ended eyeliner. One is a black liquid liner on one side, and the other side is like a bronze pencil liner. And I am just creating literally the thinnest line, just because I'm going to do some intense lashes with this look, and they have a thick band. So this helps hide the band. So you guys, if you hear my kids crying up there, my 2-year-old just got in the sink and took the sprayer and flooded our entire kitchen, like completely flooded it. So my husband is up there dealing with it, but that is what is going on up there. I apologize. I promise everybody is fine. And my husband is up there dealing with it, like I said. I don't have a soundproof area to do my filming, so I really can't help. Let me switch mirrors here. But my 2-year-old is upset because he knows that that was bad. Like, he knows he did something wrong, and he's very sensitive. So I really love, whoops, went a little bit too far down there. See, and I've got that watering problem in the corner of my eye there as usual. But I really love this liner. It's super easy to work with. So just a really thin line there. And then the lashes I'm going to use today, where did they go? So I got these out of my recent Marshalls haul. They were on clearance for $6, which for Marshalls, that's pretty expensive for lashes. So it makes me wonder what they retail for. But first we got to apply some mascara. So for that, I'm going to go in. This is a new product for me. I found this at Nordstrom's Racks the other day, and it is Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes from Charlotte Tilbury, and I've really been enjoying this. Normally I would go in with a lash primer, but since I'm going to wear lashes anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and put a coat of mascara on. Yeah, this mascara is really good. I don't know how much it retails for. I paid like, I think $29 or $25 at Nordstrom's Rack, so I would imagine it probably wasn't that much of a discount. I don't know what it retails for, but I do like it. But honestly, there's cheaper ones that I like just as much. So I wanted to try it, and so now that I have it, I want to use it and get use out of it. And I do like it, like I said, but I mean, there's ones for cheaper too that I like, so I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and take these lashes off. I'm just going to check. I don't think that I need to trim these, but I'm just going to check for size here. These are some intense lashes. Actually, these do need to be trimmed. They are pretty though. Man, I don't have anything to trim them down here. I might have to wear a different pair. I wish I would have brought something to trim them down here, but I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so I'm going to go in with these Fox Boss Babe lashes. These were another TJ Maxx find, and I've really been enjoying these as well. They're super, super pretty. I've got some glue from the last time on here. Just to make sure. See, the thing with these is I feel they're a little bit too long, and it kind of hides all of the work that I did on my eyes. But we're just going to go with it because it's what I got right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue up the band. I'm going to use this Duo with the green. This is my favorite lash glue. It dries clear, and I have found this to be the best lash glue for me. It holds, I don't normally wear lashes to work, but sometimes I do. And I noticed that when I use this glue, the lashes hold. I don't have to worry about them popping off. So I really like it. So I'm going to apply a nice amount of glue to the band with the applicator, really concentrating the glue on the outer edges, where if your lash is going to lift, it's going to be on one of the edges there. And just kind of get that lash glued up. Set her down. You do have to wait some time before trying to apply them, or they're just going to slide off and it's going to make a mess on the shadow that you applied. So we're going to go ahead and glue these up, and then we'll go ahead and try out that concealer that I wanted to try from Context Beauty, the one that has the hyaluronic acid and skin loving ingredients and is supposed to be hydrating. And since I'm somebody with dry skin, under eyes included, it can make a mess with concealer for me. Like sometimes, you know, it'll go on looking stunning, and then within a couple hours, it's dried into the fine lines around my eyes, and it makes me look older than I am. And honestly, it would look better if I didn't have any concealer on at all. So I'm always on the hunt to find really nice, and honestly the best one that I found so far is the stretch concealer from Glossier. It literally goes on and stays on like a second skin, but this is something that I got in Ipsy and I want to give it a try. So that is what the applicator looks like, and I'm just gonna go ahead. Ooh, it's hard. It's not like a soft applicator, it's like just a stick. There's like no sponge on there. That's different. Okay. It's not what I was expecting. But I'm just going to put a little right there. I'm going to take my little mini beauty blender, love this thing, and just begin to tap it out. And I like to bring it down a bit and kind of brighten up this triangle shape right here. Kind of lifts the face. Oh, my daughter is upset. Sorry, guys, that you have to hear that. But my husband's up there and they are fine. No worries. Well, that is going on. It's very brightening to the area. I like it. I mean, see, it looks flawless right now, but how's it going to look in a couple hours? That is the true test. And when I'm doing my concealer, I'm always just bouncing it into the skin, never rubbing it into the eye area ever. Just using that sponge to bounce it and press lightly into the skin. Well, I mean, first impressions, I'm excited for it. I think it looks nice. I'm going to set that down. I'm going to use my Bella Pierre finishing powder. I've been loving this stuff lately. Normally, the only one that I would use would be the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Butter, but I have recently been really loving this. I'm just going to take a small brush. This is by Laura Geller, and just take a tiny bit and just tap it right over that concealer and just set that down. Just patting it right on top. And I like to also set down this area right here. I have the deepest set wrinkle on my face right there, so I like to try and kind of blur that out. Yeah, but look at that. I love this setting powder. It's stunning. Whoa, oh, I forgot about the lashes. They're going to be totally dried. I'm going to have to redo it. Dang it. Okay, let's pop these bad boys on. Lash number 1. I like to just use my fingers to apply. I feel like it gives me more control over the placement. Some people like to use the little applicators, but for me, I get the best results with my fingers. And sometimes you just got to play with it for a second. It's not always as easy as popping them on and you're good to go. Especially on the inner corner there. Wants to pop up on me. think we're good with that one. Lash number 2. Kind of feel bad, like I should be up there helping my husband clean up that mess that my toddler just made in our kitchen, but he knows I was in the middle of filming. I'm not like just gonna stop. Like if it was him doing something, my husband, and I was the one up there, I wouldn't expect him to like drop everything. I would just take care of it, right? And that's what moms do. So that is the lashes. I feel like just really want to make sure that corner is, yeah, see this corner is lifting already. I think that I had some excess glue from the last time I used the lashes on there and I didn't pull it off enough like I should have, but they're okay. They are working. So there is the lashes. And then we still have to do lips really quick. So I have this Huda Beauty. It's the Demi Matte, and this is in the shade Bawse, like B-A-W-S-E. It is a super dark color, but I want to try it. I have been jumping outside of my comfort zone with these darker lip colors, and I have really, really been enjoying it. So first I'm going to line with my Buxom Plump Liner. Love this stuff. I feel like the color, I don't know. Wait, let me see. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. We're going to try it because it's the closest thing that I have. And I'm going to hope that it works. I love this. This is like, I think it retails for like $22, but you can get them for like $5 at Marshall's. And they used to be even more at Marshall's. Now they're like $5. They used to be like $7.99. I'm just going to outline my lip. And then what I really love about this is it comes with a little brush on the other side where you can kind of buff the liner out. And I really like that. I find it helpful. Okay, let's try this bad boy. I know it's dark because I swatched it, but I haven't tried it on my lips yet. Like, it's dark, dark, you guys. Yeah, this liner does not match it. I don't know about this. This is a little too dark for me. Now, I've been trying to jump outside my comfort zone, but this is a bit much. Whoa. I don't know if I can do this, guys. Look at that. That looks crazy. Definitely, I don't know what I was thinking with that liner. Oh, the liner is too light for it. I will say that this is a very comfortable formula, this Demi Matte formula. So it dries down, but like not completely. It's a very comfortable wear. My husband is having a really hard time with the kids right now. Kind of feel guilty, but okay. So I'm going to be honest with you. This lip is it's a bit much for me. I am not digging it. It like washes me out. Let me try blotting it. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Let me try again. Okay. That's a little different. That I can roll with. Okay, so I'm going to highlight my Cupid bow, and we're going to put a little bit of shadow under the lash line, and this look will be completed. And this was so fun. I have wanted to do this, like use things that I freaking have. I'm always wanting to like get new stuff because who doesn't? But like, you got to learn to enjoy the stuff you've got too. I mean, you guys, if you saw how much stuff I have that I literally have yet to even use, and like here I am getting more all the time. I need to use and enjoy some of the things that I have. I'm going to add just a touch of this highlight to my cheek as well. It's such a pretty highlight. I love this highlight. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do one final thing. I love doing this. No, I'm just going to leave the dark. Well, should I? You know what? I feel like I'm a little washed out. Like maybe I need a tad more blush. Let's go back into the blush palette. And just add just a tad more. I feel like with the concealer, might have just washed me out just a bit. But yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with this look. And thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Keep your eye open for the shop with me. Just as soon as I get it edited, that will be up as well. And in fact, this might be up after that. I don't know. We'll see how it all falls in line. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I love you, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.